Hi, I'm Carmenita Heligar, and today I wanted to talk to you about uncertainty. I'll be going over what uncertainty is and how to navigate uncertainty and what steps you should take to own your future. I've been told I am the poster child for uncertainty. I'll give you a quick family history on my childhood. I was born and raised in New Jersey, where my mother's parents consisted of a Black woman and a wealthy white Irish Catholic man. My father's parents, on the other hand, were Native Americans who were impoverished. I lived my life between two worlds where things were ever changing, sometimes weekly, daily, monthly. It really depended on who I was living with as my primary residency. I would go from living in a home that had workers and access to an elevator inside the home, then visiting my father in the projects of Newark, New Jersey, where it was not even safe to get on the elevator. So what's uncertainty? Well, one definition I found was the lack of certainty. And that explains it all. We're done here. Upon further review and research, I found this definition: a state of limited knowledge where it is impossible to exactly describe the existing state and a future outcome of more than one possible outcome. We live in a state of constant change and evolution, yet we think that we can have certainty in our lives and what happens to us. The illusion of certainty is our main issue we as a people suffer from. The only guarantee that I can give you is that everything changes. Let's take a look at how our money over the years has changed and evolved. In the beginning, we're in a barter system. Then it was cattle. Then it was cowrie shells. And actually, cowrie shells is the longest used currency in history. Another fun fact I found was the phrase "pay through the nose" comes from the Danes in Ireland, who would slit the noses of those who were remiss in paying their Danish poll tax. Today we use paper currency with a mix of electronic money. We can make purchases digitally from our computers or our phones. Now that we understand our world is ever changing, let's use this to our advantage. Here's a quote that I think is very poignant in our discussion. A bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of a branch breaking because her trust is not in the branch, but in her own wings. Here are the steps you can help to own your future. 1, accept where you are right now. Do not compare yourself to anyone. And never let anyone decide what success looks like for you. Comparison is the death of joy. 2, find stability. Stability always comes from within. Even if your only stable part in your life right now is your breath, start there. Stability leads to clarity, which allows for the collection of resources. Collection of resources then allows you to inventory what you have and what you need to accomplish anything. The next step is acquire as much knowledge as possible. Then take that knowledge, implement it, and transform. So the equation in this step is information plus implementation equals transformation. The most hopeful part I think we have is each other. Even if we're not close to our family members, even if you don't have a significant other or a spouse, the technological changes of today, i.e. social media, can allow you to find like-minded people. Let me give you an example of these steps in action. There's a company called Mazirgan Corporation. It's an international cooperative. In 1941, in a town in Spain that had not yet recovered from the poverty, hunger, and exile of the tension of the Spanish Civil War. This founder spent years educating young people about a form of humanism based on solidarity and participation, and the importance of acquiring the necessary technical knowledge before creating their first co-op. In 1955, the founder selected 5 young people to implement this plan, and then they went on to transform their lives and the lives of their entire community. They have now established multiple co-ops throughout the world, and in 2019 had a revenue of $14.5 billion and 81,000 employees. 1, they accepted where they were in that present moment. 2, they found stability in a thought process based on humanism. 3, they acquired technical knowledge, then took that knowledge and implemented it to transform. I would like to end by saying this, that the only certain thing in life is you and your capability to live your life the way you see fit and to decide what you think success is, to collaborate with others and transform your life and your communities. Thank you.